Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. I'm Clark and you're watching Puka GT. Luke, I see you in the chat there. Thanks so much for joining. Just to say a quick hello. Good luck getting the kids down. Hope you have an easier time of it tonight than I did. And yeah, I will catch you when you're back on. Hopefully we can have some races tonight. So, back to the rest of you. Tonight we are in Monza. It's not my first races of the week. So, starting this week, I did a Tuesday morning stream. Now, most of this was setting quali pace, learning the track, but I did hop into 3 quick races, and to be honest, for B rank, better results than I expected. Quite a few incidents though, so I'll need to watch my back tonight. Managed to improve on my quali time a little bit since, took it down by 2/10, and we're quite competitive for B rank. It's currently sitting in within the top 3% of players who've set times in daily race B this week, so I imagine that will put us relatively far up the grid in B rank. I'd be at least expecting top 5 starts, if not a few poles, while I'm kind of still down near the bottom of B rank. So we'll see how we get on. And I have Michael Dixon 1074 saying welcome. Thanks, dude. Thanks for joining the chat. Good to see you. So where I'm actually going to start tonight, as usual, won't dive in right away. I'm going to do my 30 minutes warm up, getting accustomed with the track again, and I'm also going to see if I can improve on my time a bit. Now, Ants, who, thanks again, dude, for design and delivery this week, was watching the stream all day with me yesterday, and I'm guessing I crawled so he could fly, because very shortly after that stream, I'm watching me go around the track. He ended up logging on himself and setting a incredible time. He's only 100th off getting under 150. So he shared with me his lap. He's in the same car. I just want to take a quick look at it here before we dive in. I'm also going to take a look at the data logger quickly just to pinpoint which part of the track he is taking that Viper faster than me in. And then, yeah, I'm hoping to have about 20 minutes worth of just focused kind of quality laps before I dive in. 1, to improve my time, 2, to up my consistencies before the races begin. Sorry, I know that's rude in England. I was just counting and not thinking. Anyway, nobody screenshot that. Jack, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Jack, of course, goes by Cole Trickle on our leaderboards, has set the fastest time by far. What were you in again? Were you in the Renault? I can't remember which car you were in. I know it wasn't the Viper anyway. So anyway, I'm going to swap over to my main cam here. You can see I have Ance's lap already loaded. I'm just going to turn on my DualShock just for replay purposes here. So the main thing I'm looking at here ahead of all else is throttle input, and a bit to do with line, but I reckon most people, particularly in the Viper, are using the same braking points here, and the data logger will give me a better idea of who's braking sooner. But I'm just very curious to see what gears he's in and how quickly he's getting on the throttle on each corner. Okay, he does that tiny little nudge between the curbs. Good. Shifts to second right as he's going onto the curb. I've gone back and forth between that. He's already got some throttle input. And it's just a real slow, gradual. That's beautiful. Yeah, nice and clean. Jack, as I live and breathe, a 4978 in the Peugeot. Oh no, sorry. Did 4978 in the Subaru, but you did your faster time in the Peugeot. That's what I'm using now. Once I get it together, I'm under 45.5 for sure. Nice one. Okay. Yeah, fast sector 1 time. I think he has me beat there, alright. There's not much between us. There's only 2/10, but, you know, it's enough. Okay, does go to second there. I'm still on the fence about second or third on this one. Okay, interesting. Bit of a different line there. I reckon I'm actually faster through that one. Say I'm faster there too. That was nice. I bet you it's the chicane on the final turn. We'll see when we get the data logger open. That was very nice. Ooh, bravo. I'd say, yeah, I'd say he has me beaten Ascari in that. Nice little trail off. Accelerating at about the same point. Okay. So it's first chicane and Ascari, I think. And he keeps it tight in here. That will give you a 10th or two. Or not a 10th, a 100th or two. Okay. Nice. Thanks for sharing that with me, Ants. When I see you later, or if you see this later. Quick look at the data logger between his lap and mine. Charlie, how you doing, man? Yo, man, sorry, couldn't catch the last few streams, but I've been pretty burnt out of GT for a while now. Yeah, you mentioned. What did you say you were playing in the interim? Yeah, you're not the only one, dude. There's a few people who've DM'd me in the last few weeks who just were getting a bit burnt out. It's intense. It's like playing a sport practically, you know, when you're that focused on times and improvement. And I've even myself a few times, I'm not going to lie, there's been a few times I've felt my mental health nagging at me a bit, just in general, and the pressure of kind of like getting on stream and getting a better time every week, like it can start to feel monotonous. I really do feel you. I understand what that's like. In those moments, I just remind myself, this is a game. I'm playing it because I love it, and I love the community that I kind of built up around it on this channel, and having the chats with you is probably the main thing that kind of kept me going through those moments when I wasn't enjoying it as much. But yeah, like if it's causing you any bother, or you're just being a bit F this about it, yeah, by all means, jump onto something else. I know I'm going to be a bit torn between this and like a few games coming out this year. GTA 6. Might need to start a Puka GTA channel. Okay. Qualifying time trial. So we'll be joining our first race in 22 minutes. Oh yeah, sorry, you said you're in F1 at the moment. How quickly do you reckon they'll update the drivers and deliveries? Do you think we'll have to wait till May? Like that's typically when a new game comes out, but I know they're just doing content this year. Okay, so where's my top one? Yeah, there's my top one. Okay, so Ants actually has a full 3/10 on me. And collection. Here we go. Oh, let's watch that gap. So we started the lap on slightly stronger footing, as you can see there. He's about 200ths up by the time we reach the first chicane. Okay, we are braking almost in tandem there. I'm just doing a tiny coast, it looks like, a little before. Yeah, I was right. We yo-yoed a bit in the middle of it, but he had much better exit speed there, and he went from, even on his brake trace, it's interesting. Do you see how much he's, I'll take a look at the brake trace in a minute, but I reckon he's braking a little softer than I am, but for longer. Do you see that? Let's take a look at the brake trace. Throttle I want to see, brake trace I want to see, and gearing I want to see actually for this. Yeah, he's slightly later on the gears. Okay, so we're braking at the same rate. The big difference is he is shifting the gears down a fraction later, which is allowing him to maintain a little more speed coming up to the corner. Because as you can see here, by the time we've lifted, he is 8 kilometers an hour faster than I am. Now, I did pull ahead of him here. You'll notice the delta actually shifts as we're going around the turn there. So, but then very quickly turns around again. Now look at this. He is pretty much already mid-throttle at the point that he pulls the gear up to second. We do it at roughly the same time, but I'm at 5% throttle, he's at 22, and by the time we are here, he is at 67%, I am at 20%, so that's going to make a huge difference. But then for me, it's a sharper ramp up, but you can still see it, like there's 3 kilometers of an hour worth of difference leaving the corner, which amounts to zoom out a bit here. So he gets 1.5 tenths. Yeah, even over 1.5 tenths by the time we reach the next one. Hey Ants, I just took a look at your lap there. Thanks for sharing it again. And I'm actually taking a look at our lap data here to compare. Hey Luke, welcome back, dude. Seems like the kids didn't give you too much trouble. That's nice. Sorry, what you say to me, Charlie? I'd say we'll have to wait for May since they have to get the cars right for the new regulations, especially since battery deployment is going to be far more important compared to last year. I don't think they're going to change that. I think in game it's just going to be a cosmetic update. I really can't see EA not charging us through the nose for that or saving it for next year. Because like they'd have to change the size of the cars, the performance of them, the buttons. They'd have to remove the DRS systems. Like that to me is a bigger change than F1 24 was to F1 25. Clean lap. Hello gents, mine is still up. Very interesting when you compare it. Cheers, Lance. Yeah, no, Jack, don't get me wrong, I love your lap, but you're in a different car, so there's only so much of it is going to be relevant to me. And I'd also always start with Ants because I know you're way faster than me, Jack, whereas Ants and myself are relatively similarly paced. So there's probably more I can learn about what we're doing differently because he's within roughly my capability of driving, more so than yourself even. Okay, and what's this here? This is going through the next bend. So I know what that is. That's me going over the curb. And I actually reckon I am faster than you here. Let's cut back to this one here. So as you know, you're 1.5 tenths up on me here. And again, you must be shifting down just a little later than me because the gap is building. And look at that. Wow, Jack, look at that corner. You want to get under 50, dude. This is where you do it. Second chicane. You are 1.6 up on me at the time that we start braking. And by the time we reach the next braking zone, that's gone. That's you tying Jack's time in the is it the Subaru or the Peugeot? I'd take a look at that, Ants. I think you'll find a lot of time there. But this next one, now I know I am typically weaker on this one, but yeah, look, I'm a full 10th up on you halfway through the track, so that's very interesting. Especially given the fact that you had me beaten the chicane. Yeah, I am too, to an extent, because it is the one where I'm most likely to concede a penalty. It's definitely where I've ruined the most amount of my laps. I just want to flick ahead here just to see. So yeah, I know I'm not great on that one as well. That cost me 2 tenths. And yeah, I figured you were a good bit faster than me here as well. And I think we were relatively similar on the final turn. Yeah, we'd have to be at that kind of a gap because it kind of maintains like that. Okay, unfortunately, I'm not going to find a magic bullet in your lap time. The places where I thought I was weak is where I'm weak. I could improve on the chicane, I can improve on Ascari, and I can improve on that turn that leads onto the straight before Ascari. If I do that, yeah, I stand a chance of getting under 150 myself, but a big ask because I've been working on it, and I'm just, it's one of those annoying things. I know what I'm doing wrong now. I know what the path to victory is. I just haven't been able to put it together. You'll see it in some of my laps, Ants, here, what I'm trying to do anyway. And because oh look, oh, and in the Subaru as well, somebody's finally under 148. They were getting close. Zero almost had it in the Viper earlier. Save the battery in my controller. Actually, I just realized the room for the next race is open, so I'm going to join that. Don't want to spend too long focusing on quality tonight. Tonight is more about racing. Ooh. Yeah, I noticed that you braked, I think it was maybe about 5-10 meters longer than I did. You were braking almost until you reached the first curb. I did notice that, all right. And should slow down. I should slow down my downshifting as well by the looks of it. See, Drac Fury there in 9th gave me a message on YouTube saying that he'd set a time for me to follow. Still waiting. No, I appreciate it, dude. Let me know if you do get down below the 150s, especially because for me that's what I'm aiming for. Oh, sorry. TV volume's a little low. Just give me 1 second. Let me know as well, lads, what the audio balance is like between the game audio and my voice today. I've had to rejig the levels a couple times in the last few days. Now, I'm not going to go for a killer lap immediately, but Ants, watch what I'm doing through the second chicane. Game is quiet again. Very quiet. Ooh. Sorry, need to close my chat window for a second to see this. Okay. Well, that actually looks like game audio isn't coming in at all, which is a bit annoying because it was when I tested it earlier. Still, are we getting any game audio? No game audio. Oh, this is a pain in the hoop. Bear with me, lads. Need to set it up again. Okay. This looks like the only issue I'm going to fix by plugging it out and plugging it in again. So bear with me. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave you with the sitcoms. I'll be right back.
手話劇この星の運命は俺の走行が未来を切り開くぜ響けプーカ GT 魂のクラッシュスピードの先へ銀河の信者なのだ Go 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 プーカ GT プーカ GT
Okay, sorry for putting you through that. I think that should hopefully fix it. Meanwhile, my wife is trying to connect YouTube to this TV. When it rains, it pours. Okay. So, let's see. Are we getting any audio levels here? Looks good. Oh my god, Lotta. Sorry, I need to text her. Okay, well, on the bright side, it looks like I've game audio. Okay. Okay, got my shot window back up. Thanks, Michael. First time you saw them. Okay, you should be able to hear it now. Sorry, but it's so finicky, the capture card that I'm using. Like, it's weird. Set it all up, it's working. Start the stream, stops working. But yeah, let me know how the balance is as well. I want you to be able to hear the game sound, but obviously not have it drowning me out either. Cool, makes sense. This is a new ghost. Haven't followed this one yet. So, as far as I can tell, Hans, you are braking until about here and letting go. I'm going to do this one a little slowly myself, Hans, just so I see it, but this put me about 3/10 over you on this corner, so I'm braking in between the 150 and the orange there. I'm going down to second, I'm rolling over this, and I'm shifting to third, hitting 100, lifting a little, and then down hard again. And as you can see, no track limit penalty, and it almost gives you a straight line through that corner. It's really, really difficult to do right though and not get a penalty. Like while pushing, it's gone wrong for me more times than it's gone right. Like in the race, I'm a little more conservative with it. So I'm going further. You were actually way further over that curb, I noticed. Oop. Yeah, can't do that in that. Game is a tad too loud. Okay. But the third option was just right. There, that should be better. It's quite a slow exit, that. Ah, turn too late. I sometimes get blinded by the ghost there, alright. I don't think I'll bother with the ghost again tonight, to be honest. I'm not really getting anything from it anymore. And it can be a bit distracting going into sector 2 there. I need to cut that corner a bit finer, don't I? It's also a risky one. Got him quite a few penalties there as well too. Good levels, thanks. Oof, I am not warmed up at all going into this first race. Too much yapping, not enough driving. But here we are. Too much fixing. I think I still prefer that in first, you know. That little nudge that I give the throttle in first actually gives me some extra rotation. Need to brake a bit earlier there. I'll try the 150. Reflexes might be a bit slow. You don't think you can, Luke? Not like you to not give me a challenge right up until the last second. Sure, you were flying it in our coaching session on Sunday. That was in the Porsche. Is it because of your hand, actually? Sorry, I wasn't thinking that. Very, very slow first lap. Give myself half an hour and I've only time for one lap. Just move my chat window over this way and there we go. Oh, pole. No, I did not want to start on a pole right now. I'm not ready for this at all. Tune in if you want to see me spin out in turn 1. Could somebody please throw into the chat quickly where I'm supposed to brake when starting from pole? This is going to be the most puka pole you have ever seen, I promise you. It's going to be over before the first chicane. I have no idea where to brake here from pole. Peter, how you doing, man? Long time indeed. Did you take a break from the game? Or YouTube? Or which? Or both? Luke, I don't think I am. Like, I'm in the top 3-4% of times this week, but you were in the top, I think, 2% last week. Puka Paul, are you watching this?
Like and subscribe to Puka
Puka's tuned
GT.
in to watch it himself live here. I'm sorry, boss. Puka pole incoming. Lads, the vote of confidence, and not one of you has told me where to brake yet, starting from pole. I had one request. Just there laughing at my inevitable demise. Oh, I just noticed my heart rate went off there. There you go. As you can see, it's at 88. Oh, you were trying ACC. I was very interested in Evo, but they kind of did a bit of a rug pull on what they're going to deliver. Really peel back the single player portion of it. Oh, mercy me. Okay, let's try 100. Nope, too much, too much. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad actually. Could have been way, way worse. I kept it in, I haven't spun out. And I'm pulling away. Oh, ye of little faith. Now all I have to do is be perfect for 6 laps and I'm home, baby. With 0 warm-up. If you really want to distract me, tell me the audio levels are terrible again. That worked out great during my quali time. Ooh, he was a lot faster there, wasn't he? Come on, I'm happy to follow you. Nice, we got a huge gap to 3rd place. I might even keep this if I work with my Norwegian buddy here. Away from the slip here. Jeez, the Viper is so much faster. Losing almost a second a lap to Iceman in 3rd there, so I'll be honest soon enough. Whoa. Just had a bit more slipstream speed there than I thought, because I had to trail on the brake for way longer there to actually make it through that corner. Only hurt me by a tenth or two though, by the looks of it. You may notice I'm a little uncharacteristically quiet. Concentrating. Bring Iceman right in my doorstep, as it did. Iceman has somebody very hot on his heels as well. Looking at the track map, it looks like they're all quite close. So I think I'll be fighting for a top 5 place soon enough. Don't mean to defend, I just kind of got stuck out here. Yeah, it's better off tucking in behind, alright. Oh, he's going first. Not necessarily interested in battling Lou Blade here either, but that Belgian not too far behind us, so I can't lift off or anything here. Guessing he wasn't expecting me to brake there. Oh, that's not a good move for any of us. Especially me. Probably should have defended that, I could see it coming. Uh-oh. Nice. They had caught up to Iceman at the end there. Surprised to see. Now, you can call that a puka pole all you like. I am proud of that race. I'm very, very happy with how that went. I knew I didn't have the pace, but managed to not make any major errors and allow the people to pass me with grace. But no, seriously, I am very happy with that. I realized very early on Calvo had a lot more pace than me, even though he was slower on the straights. Just the speed that he went through Ascari with, I was like, I need to follow this guy. And then I could see Iceman was just chipping about 6/10, 7/10 a lap away at me, even though there was a 3-second gap at the start. It's the only reason I stayed in second so long was because there was probably an incident at the start of the race that had slowed the rest of the pack down. And yeah, it's a little unfortunate because I reckon I might have been able to fight with maybe 4th place a little bit, but it was just the nature in which they went past, and then we were back in the first chicane. There was just no real hope of me being able to keep up with them anymore. Still though, that's pretty much as good a result from my first race as I would have wanted. Iceman, Calvo, to the race. Okay, perfect for 6 laps. That should be easy. Hunter's mate will do you amazingly. That's a great tip, Luke. I would have loved to have seen that before I started the race. 100 meters will do you, mate. Hey, Parrish. Hart is at 114. I think he might die. Are you You should see me when I'm running. Get up to 200 BPM still. Heart rate stabilizing. Maybe puka poles really have changed. So yeah, maybe that's the training for you. Clean race, good games. Oh, Lou Blade, you were in the race there with me, weren't you? I think I saw your name. Nice one, dude. Yeah, Lou Blade from the race. Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, really, really great race. Really enjoyed that as my first one of the evening. Didn't quite have the pace to keep up with the front of the pack now. My quali pace is completely outranking my race pace at the moment. So always a bit intimidating to be starting on pole in those circumstances, but here we are. Anyway, I'm going to call in the barbershop quartet for that. That's worthy of a celebration.
Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Poor Alonso. He doesn't have much to be singing about at the moment, but he'll still put in the time for me. I appreciate the effort, mate. The heart rate monitor. Yeah, I got the idea from Rory. And like I run when I'm not playing Gran Turismo, I'm running half marathons and 5Ks and 10Ks and that, and I already have like a really good heart rate monitor for that. So turns out there was just a free plug-in I was able to get. But yeah, my heart rate is odd in general. There's kind of like two kind of metrics you need to pay attention to in terms of your heart rate. The one is your standard one of you minus your age from 220, and that's what your max heart rate should be. But that's kind of depending on your level of health. But then there's your lactic heart rate, which is the heart rate zones that you're in when your body starts to release lactic acid. And for me, that is way, way higher than a typical person. Not to do with fitness levels, just to do with genetics. So for me, being up at 160 is typically the equivalent to somebody else being at about 135, who'd be about the same health and age and weight as me. And then my resting heart rate is crazy low. Like when I'm in bed at night, it drops to about kind of 42, 43. But then springs up again when I do tiny bits of activity. Yeah, you too, Lou Blade. Thanks for joining in. Is that dangerous or not? No, I've been to doctors about it just in case. It is partially a side effect of the running. It's more pronounced because of the running. Attention here at all. I haven't, partly because I've been lazy and injured, but also partly because of how much it has been bloody raining in Ireland over the last month. I know Charlie, who was in the chat earlier, will tell you as well. We had like record amounts of rainfall there for 6 weeks, lots of flooding, and it just kind of put me off wanting to go out for a run. So I haven't been out now in about 5 weeks, and I'm heading out for a 15k run on Friday morning, and I am not looking forward to it. But I have a half marathon coming up in 2 months, and I really need to pull the thumb out. Hey Lou Blade, see you again. Is the chat working okay for everyone tonight? I know it's been a bit intermittent lately. Hey Benfica, how you doing? I seen the race. I think we've raced before, and I think you've said hi in the chat before, if I remember right. I know, there's probably a lot of Benfica fans out there, so forgive me if I'm wrong. But best of luck to you, man. Have a good race. Yeah, good to see you again. Best of luck, man. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That was just over braking. Well, I was gonna let him pass anyway, but beached myself completely here. Back. That was even worse than starting in pole. It's always a horrifying feeling when you go to slow your car down and it doesn't. Question is, do I have pace enough yet in B rank to catch people? Jeez, did you see that? They were ghosting but still made contact with me. Good thing I swerved. What? Did you see that? I got a penalty because somebody while ghosting drove across the middle of the track and I clipped them while trying to avoid them. You know, that is karma for me ruining P1's race. Does anybody remember the name of the driver who was in P1? I'll need to shoot them a sorry after this. I think it might have been Tanilo. It worked out well for our friend in the shop, Benfica. I think they've gone up from 5th. Or no, 4th, was it? Tanilo, thanks. Crazy scenario with the ghost though. Going to need to take a look at the replay on that one. Up to 10th. I didn't see what happened there. I think somebody went off course and warped. 6 seconds to 9th though, so don't think we'll be getting the top 8 without any incidents. We just get a purple there. Yeah, lap 3 must have been a purple. I'm not sure if anybody has seen that glitch before, but on lap 2 it just, they hand out purples like candy. Is it purple? So I'm always soon enough if I set the fastest lap. Yeah, it's currently a 152.8, maybe. Oh, 152.2 by our friend Lou Blade. Nice lap, man. Yeah, we're a bit behind that. Oh, Benfica. Sorry, buddy. Saw he had dropped out of the top 3 a little while ago. Not sure what happened. We're closing the gap on Golden Eagle quickly enough. Still got half a race left. Someone with an incident there, not Tyler Durden. Feeling I'll catch this guy on the way to Ascari. Oof. Could have ended very badly for me there. Just might get caught by Paul here. So focused on catching up to the pack ahead, I didn't notice your man Paul until a moment ago. I think he's got a bit more pace than us, just on a slower car. Yeah, we got out of that one faster anyway. Probably my best sector 1 so far. Oh, I'm in 7th. I noticed the yellow flag, but I didn't actually see what was going on. Really slow on that one still. Oh, 6th. 7th. What happened? That was odd. And Paul served a penalty. Don't know why he was pushing this hard. And I'm back up to 6th again. What is going on? Nice. It's a good track for a recovery drive. I have to say, it's like I've only had, what, 5 races so far this week, and I've had 2 of them now. One where I went from 15th to 7th, and that one I think I went down to 15th and back to 6th. So, me likey me Monza. Oh. Fortunately, it just got an error there saying I lost the recording of that one. Hey, Drac Fury, how's it going, man? Saw you put a time on the board. Okay, Daniel Low, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. He left. Sorry, let's go back to main cam here. Ah, can't message him. Tried. Oh well. Yeah, some people you have to add them as a friend if you want to be able to message them. No space left on device, that's odd. Let me just check something, getting some technical errors here. Ah, disk space available. Oh, I know why. Silly me, I cleared up space on my hard drive right before this stream, but I forgot to empty my recycle bin. That should sort it. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a recording of that race. And who do we have? Benfica for life. Good race, bro. They put me out and I made some mistakes, but cool race. Yeah, sorry to hear, dude. I saw you were quite far up the pack there for quite a while. Man, if you want some entertainment, try this race at D rank. I had one race on my alt account there earlier. Like, you just get punted at every single chicane. Like, I'm doing way better up in B rank than I did in that one race in D rank earlier. Drac Fury, Viper is OP here, and yes, you're currently faster than me, haha. Yeah, well, the week is still young. I do have all sorts of notions about being able to get under 150 though, so watch this space. Oh, you got your time with the Merc, nice one. Yeah, the Subaru and the Renault seem to be competitive as well. And the Audi. Beauty of Group 3. Not as meta as, say, Group 4 is. Although, did you notice what they did with Group 4 in Daily Race C this week? They made it front engine cars only, so the Citroen, you can't use it, even though it's a Group 4 race. Which Rory was celebrating and I was lamenting. As anybody who watches this channel knows I love me my Citroen. Oh, sorry, yeah, definitely deserving of a barbershop quartet for that one.
Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Okay, if you find yourself singing that or humming that in the shower tomorrow, you know where to send your hate mail. Link in the Discord is in the description. Michael Dixon, seen that glitch. It's very odd when you bin it and still see a purple come up. Yeah, it just seems... like, sometimes in lap 2 I don't see a purple come up, but sometimes I see it come up each sector in lap 2, and I know I'm nowhere even close to the fastest time. It's almost like until the first full lap is completed in lap 2, everyone goes purple. Okay, really need to sort out these race starts though. I got lucky the first one. Oh, admittedly, I know Wolfie was saying during the week he wasn't going to set a time, he'd be just happy to race from the back, and I have to say I'm having a lot more fun attacking and gaining positions as opposed to watching the sharks crawl closer behind me lap by lap like it was in the first race. That's a lot more nerve-wracking for me, as I'm sure my heart monitor revealed. F4 cars only, yeah. Drac Fury, you've been active enough in this chat and you're sending me the odd comment on YouTube. You know we have a Discord if you ever want to get chatting with our community. There's always like fierce competition for our leaderboard times each week, so if you're interested in being part of that, just jump in there. And who do we have? Jeff Wesleyan. Hey man, I don't believe I've heard from you before. Can't go any faster, but oh well. More like wolves than sharks. Yeah, maybe, but wolves don't have as captivating a theme song. Did I just... Lads, I just sat here watching the clock tick down thinking I was entered. Sorry lads, my bad. A bit zoned out, but thanks for joining the chat, Jeff. Good to meet you. What time are you setting yourself, Jeff? Well, looks like I'm finally going to get the quality session I wanted earlier, so we can work on this together. Maybe I'm going to try it without the ghost. I really don't feel I'm getting much from the ghost anymore. Hey Benfi, I missed the boat. I sillily forgot to join the lobby. I was just there watching the timer count down without having entered. But have a good race, dude. Let us know how it goes for you. You did think that, Jack. Should have said it. You're like my technical director, Jack. Your audio's not working. You're not in the lobby. Tighten your line. 50, 390. Pretty much the same as me then. I'm also feeling a bit on the lucky side with it. So at the 150 here. Am I on to something here? That lap felt super clean. Don't think maybe a 151. Yeah, I'm not sure where I went wrong there. That lap felt really good. Let's try your trick there, Ant. Didn't work for me. Just holding the brake for longer. Definitely brings you through the corner a bit faster. It's just the wrong line. I'll give it another shot on the next lap. I think I have some time I can find here as well. That's too late. Oh, that's too hard. Okay. I was just staring at the green tick. I'm a bit of a zombie today. There's one thing I really like about those morning streams that I've done the last 2 weeks. I'm sharper. It's a lot easier to dive in with some caffeine in your system at the start of a day than opposed to at the end of a day when you're tired with caffeine in your system. Yeah, true, Jack. And there's not a huge amount with the ghosts that I'm relying on in this race. Like, if anything, I feel like it's in my way more than it's helping. And Jeff, oh, you're in the Audi. Interesting. I didn't even know it was a contender until I saw it on the top 10 leaderboard tonight. Oh, Jack, I forgot to mention to you the live coaching session that we had last Sunday. So on Monday morning, I tuned into Sparks' stream, you know, Sparks Theory, and said hello. And he gave me a shout out and actually said he was watching some of our session. He said he was a fan of the Discord items that we had on the side of the screen. No, I really don't like doing that, Drac. I think at that point, because like a lot of the ghosts that I'm following are so much faster than me, I don't get the benefit from having them that far ahead. Like, I can't really follow their line, or like the main thing that I find ghosts helping me with in most races is the application of the brake. I just know subconsciously how to keep my car a certain distance from theirs, and it becomes a bit of a crutch then, and I lose it when I'm racing. But like if they're even 0.3 ahead, it's too far. I'll do 0-0 or I'll do 0-1, and most of the time I'm able to look through it. It's just really difficult when you have the ghost reset every sector and they reset on top of you, and then you have a turn immediately. That does throw me, and unfortunately Monza's bad setup for that. But I don't think I'd get any real benefit from having a ghost that far ahead of me. Unlucky on the penalty. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what caused that. That's most definitely a penalty. If it's not, that's what I need to do from now on. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was just too aggressive over that curb. It's a fine line though. You can pretty much put it in the middle of your wheels. You just need to make sure that you keep your right wheels on the curb. To me far too often on that corner. That's too much. It's a shame. It feels so nice when you do it though. First curb you can abuse and have to, but you saw that, Jack, as well, didn't you? It's funny, in the F1 games, that's how I'd take it. Oh, in the grass, in the grass. Comments delayed a bit. Yeah, they are. There's always about maybe 20 to 30 seconds worth of lag from the time it makes it from my software to YouTube. It's just the nature of streaming. Okay, actually, I was just thinking I should probably jump over to the other lobby next, lest I missed my next race. Okay, how long do we have to wait? 10 minutes, cool. I'll bring the ghost back for this anyway. I feel like I still need the crutch a tiny bit. I can change the latency. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm new enough to streaming. Like, I'm learning a new thing or two every week. I've only really been at this since early December. In fact, the stream is exactly 3 months old today. My first stream was on December the 4th, coincided with the release of the Spec 3 update. So happy 3-month birthday, you crazy goat. Actually, speaking of which, where is the goat?
Like and subscribe to Puka GT!
This guy. He's got a good head on his shoulders and good horns on his head. Do as he says. I'll look into that though, Drac. Yeah, I'd rather not have a lag. Normal is about 40 seconds, low is like 20, and ultra low is about 10 to 15. So it's just a setting you can set in OBS then, I take it. Or maybe it's on the YouTube side. Only... oh, right. I assumed with my Irish accent AI wouldn't have a chance with me anyway. Just pushing too hard to try and keep up with them. Stream settings. Okay, yeah, I'll look into it. Okay. It's about as close as I've ever been to a ghost leaving. First chicane. But they pulled away a bit. Ooh, just pushing up a bit too hard there. But I know it's where I was finding a lot of my time earlier. Not going for perfection right now. This is all experimentation here. We go for safety in the race. So the Ghost is at 0.1 here, so you have a reference. Maybe a bit aggressive on that throttle, kind of in between the two curbs. So it cost me about a 1/10 compared to previously. Brake a little earlier here. It's immediately after the 150. Okay, now if I don't get a penalty, that's my line. Okay, that looks good. It's the orange barrier still feels a bit too late. If I just do it the split second the 150 leaves my screen, it gave me that line there. And the corner just gone. That's the next one I need to work on the most. I'm noticing during the race I'm conceding a lot of time there, definitely. If anything, I'm better on that corner in the race because I don't have the Ghost Sars right in my face. It's a 152, I think. Or not. Not terrible. Oh, I was faster last time. Interesting. Thought that aggression on the throttle would have cost me a bit, and that one actually felt nicer. Yeah, over a 1/10 down. I forgot to shift up. I need to, going over that first sausage curb, I need to shift to third and then immediately hit to 100 when I come off, immediately lift to 50 as I go over the other sausage and plow through. That's how I got my better time. Anybody else in the chat hopping into the next race? Let me know. Oh, just turned for that one too late. Actually, you know what? I just realized I don't have a decent turning marker for that one. That's something I need to work on. It's all now, so what I'll do is pull right up to it pull right up to it, slow down, and actually just try gauge where the ghost is turning in. I don't have time to dive into a replay right now. He's falling asleep at the wheel here, lads. Haven't tried second there in a while. Won't for this race, mind you, but next time I hit time trial I might. Okay, that was quite late. Started turning at the 50. What do you think, buddy? Now, somebody pointed out to me the other day that depending on the weather, the marshals change their clothing. If it's raining, they wear big jackets. If it's sunny, they're in t-shirts. Crazy amount of detail they put into things you never see. Jeez, I'm far down. Good in terms of pressure, bad in terms of what to expect pace-wise from people who are everyone ahead of me in the 149s. It's gonna be a tough one. I suppose I'm kind of edging a little closer to kind of not even mid-tier B, but I'm probably about 20-30% into B now after those last few results. Ah, Hunty Plays, good to see you again. It's been a while. Yeah, do. Track Fury, do. Are you up in the B rank as well then, I take it? Yeah, it's almost unusual that I haven't had a race against somebody from the regular crew yet tonight. Myself and Luke regularly find ourselves entangled in the same races. Yeah, I don't recognize any of these names really. Fresh faces, I suppose. Probably a side effect of having skipped a race by accident. Drag Fury, it most likely would. They tend to group people in and around based on their driver number as opposed to their rank. So like if you're high B, you'd have a much higher rating than I would. So it's only really on quiet times online that we'd probably find ourselves in the same race, and I've dive bombed people again by accident. Oh, okay. For my sins, fair enough. Whether intentional or not, I deserve that. I just don't have the experience on that first chicane from a grid start at all. No matter how early I seem to be braking, I'm still going into the back of people. Freeze, thanks for the constructive comments, always great. How about you stop being busy as a keyboard warrior and join a race for once, huh? Ooh, Ooh, that's based on the F1 livery. Nice. Oh, tires are probably still a bit funky. Don't worry, Freeze, when you get to my age, your knees will hurt all the time. I'm not even kidding. Oh, followed him deep. Not sure if that overtake will work or not. Seems to have stuck. Ooh, bump. I saw him approaching while I was still on my brake there, so I just held my foot in the brake and managed to keep me in. Did compromise me around the rest of the corner though, and now he's gaining on me. I'll go defensive here though. I'm faster on the straights, there's no point in letting him ahead. He has the slip. You want to take the inside there, mate? Your funeral. Back to losing time there again. I'm just trying to avoid risking a penalty mid-race. It's so easy to concede there when going over the sausage curbs. He's a lot faster through there. Maybe back of the grid, but nice little battle we're having. It's keeping the race interesting for me at least, because number 12 is just in the wind. Stay with us, Mike. enjoying your company too much to have you spin out on us. Overtaking prohibited. He's really pushing. He wants this coveted 13th position. Can't blame him. 13 is the most lucky number in every culture. My weak corner bites me in the butt again. Let's try following him through here. I'm curious what he's doing. Okay, well, we followed him all right. No! Okay, let's not do that again. No, fuck it, Mike. I'm having too much fun hanging out with you. I'm gonna wait for you. Not much difference between 13th and 14th. Is he coming back? He is. Wasn't sure if he was gonna quit. Wait for him closer to the chicane so he doesn't pull far ahead while I wait. There, and race again. Nice. He was faster than me through that corner every other lap, and the one time I go behind him that happens. Oh, I really need to tighten that up. Let's see what he does here, because he is faster than me through here. Go, tiny contact. He bumped into the back of me at a very unopportune time for himself, which caused him to go slower through his better section. Ooh, race to the finish line. Can he? Oh, what am I saying? One more whole lap. I thought we were at the end there. I really like the length of this one for daily race speed. You. Guitar Hero ahead of us had an incident. That gap disappeared quite suddenly. You're gonna get past me. You're gonna have to go on the outside. Can you? Can you do it? Oh, I think he might get it done. He might. Blinking. Where are you, Mike? Oh, is he already gone? Not anybody else who's here. I'll just give a big I'm sorry. Sorry. Whoa, quite a few messages. Tires, blame hard tires. You break around the 125. Oh yeah, I'm going to need to pull it back. Luke had mentioned to me the 100, but I guess that's when you're starting on pole, and I was quite a lot further back there. Freeze, you're going to be joining us. Cool. Meniscus tear on your left knee. Don't worry, old man. My knees are already damaged by your age. I'll sit in a wheelchair. I have clicky knees. They used to get very restless, but it's gotten better over time. Not painful. Just the urge to click and release tension constantly. +1 on that. Nowadays, I can speak about the bad and the worst knee. I'm loving this old man chat. This is great. Oh, since I fell down the stairs, forwards fell down, feet going down first. Oof. Nasty. American football for you. Toilet smoke, livery, and on to races. Good race, invite him to party. Yeah, I wanted to say hello to him. I thought I made a friend there, but he was gone by the time I reached the chat. To Freeze, I'm not sure if you're around or if you're having a smoke. My only advice to you is do not get surgery. Whatever you do, do not get surgery on a torn meniscus. Some doctors might push you for it. Talk to a physio first. Everybody I know who's your age who got a surgery to fix a torn meniscus at your age is now in their mid-40s and looking at an entire knee replacement, whereas those of us that didn't are in much better shape. So I would just say to you, explore your options there. Your best defense against it is time, rest, and building up your quad strength. Jeez, I wonder if that is our friend, or is that somebody in the chat? If that's one of you, send out please, just so I know who you are. Right knee. Oh, ACL. Ooh, 3/4 inner meniscus removed. Yeah, that's how they get you. I've done my left and my right, one each in the last 2 years. They're kind of back to normal now. Last one was January 25. Still clicks, but and it still throbs on longer runs, but most of the time it's all right. These days they want money. Where are you based, Drac Fury? Not in Europe if you're saying that, I'm guessing. How am I doing on the knee injuries racing on the rig? It's funny you say that. About maybe 3 weeks ago, I had to lower the tension of the load cell brake a bit because I noticed that my left knee was cramping up after some of our longer sessions. But it's fine now. I'll need to see though, because as I mentioned, I'm going back running again, and I'm probably going to be running about like 40 to 50k a week for the next 2 months, and fitting that on top of the sim racing, I have a feeling it's going to hurt. Yeah, I'd still watch it, Freeze. If you can avoid it, do. Surgery is like based on, and I talked to quite a few specialists, it's a bit of a nuclear option, and that's not just the Irish healthcare system. I talked to people in Finland about it as well. in the Midlands, England. Oh, sure, you have the NHS. Where? How does money come into it for you then? Jumper band. Yeah, anything over an hour is too long. Jeez, you were about to let me miss that timer again. Oh no, it was just the countdown for the time trial. Never mind. Yeah, anything over an hour is too long. When it's an hour long race, yeah, like at least I get these nice little breaks in between the races. It's annoying. I tore both the meniscus the same way each time, and it was just doing park runs that I hadn't done before that had steep downhill sections. One was in another part of Dublin I don't go to, the other was in Helsinki in Finland. Helsinki one in particular was steep, and did the run absolutely fine, finished, had my shower afterwards, walked down the stairs, and as I was walking to the shop, my knee started hurting so much I felt like I couldn't even walk home. Like I had to sit down, walk a few meters, sit down again. It was just this incredible throbbing pain. I felt something kind of like twist and bend out of place as I stepped on it. Oh, really, Luke? Yeah, no, Freeze. I've ran with a few of them. I don't need them anymore. I just built up the strength of my quads again, and I'm typically okay now. Just the odd time kind of gets at me. Up yours too, Jack. Ugh, yeah, my younger brother had that from playing football. My younger brother played with the local football team for almost 30 years straight. He's only just retired this year, and it's because he had twins right before Christmas. And he has a 2-year-old as well, so his hands are quite full at the moment. No more time for training during the week and matches on Sundays anymore. Yeah, twins caught us all by surprise. There's no IVF and no history of twins in the family. Just a absolute by chance thing. Oh yeah, green pot noodle. Yeah, I'd wear that livery. I haven't had pot noodle in ages because I found these, are they called dim mak noodles on my local Asian place, and they are the spiciest consumer product I've ever been able to get my hands on, and believe me, I've tried. I'm absolutely addicted to them now. Oh, good for you, Jack. Still 33. I thought you might have been a bit older when you said you had the kid. Sure, I suppose I was your age when I had my first. Oh no, I was even older. I was just turning 35 if I remember right. Yeah, F me, I'm 40 this year. Put me out to pasture. Sure, if I was a horse I would have been put down long ago. Right, try the 125 this time. You know what? That feels nicer. Feels way less tense. I can't remember who shouted 125 to me. Maybe it was you, Drac Fury. Cheers for that. Going to this race, start not feeling like a gobshite now, which is what you want. Dive bomb. Berry is a lot faster than us, but instead of going for the overtake, they've been giving us the nudge until now. See if we can let them through clean here. Oh, I went too wide for you. Oh no, it's cost me. It's always the danger with letting a faster driver through. Sometimes the door stays open too long. But he was nudging me so much in the back, I was starting to get a bit nervous. Bit of an incident, tight pack. Ah yeah, go 4 wide into the next chicane, what can go wrong? Dummy. He only had a half-second penalty. It's so punitive on this course. Too wide there again. Just need to be a bit harder on the brakes. My brake marker is okay. Just need to be a little harder and actually trail in towards the curb a bit more than I've been doing. Got saved by that incident behind me there. Angle through that was way too loopy. Could tell by Scorpion pulling a good bit ahead of me there. Look, we got 1.6 and climbing seconds to 5th. Might be a penalty. Yeah. And that is why we don't the risks during the race. Because yeah, as we've seen, half-second penalty knocks you back a few positions. Oh, we got our friend Mike Air. So we were with for the entirety of the last race. There he is in 6th. We meet again, Mr. Mike. Alright, so trail into this a bit more. 4th. I didn't notice him in the chat at the start. I would have said hello. Shift a second, see what it does for us. It's about the same for me, I think, really. It's less risky though, I'll give it that. It sometimes feels like I'm on the edge of a spin out when I go down on the throttle there. Yeah, we're catching Ben nicely here though, he is in the Porsche. There's our friend Mike. That nice Audi livery. Gran's got a penalty, so we'll be past him soon enough. Mike has given us the usual battle. Ben. It's not as punitive as I thought. The other guy must have had a much bigger penalty than 1 second. Nicely done, Mike. Here. Oh, come on, dude. That's a bit zero-sum now. That's very zero-sum. Dude, I was having a nice race. Ah. Looking forward to battling it out with Mike again. Yeah, I knew he went through that with like no intention of doing that clean. Just absolute arseholery. Oh well, plenty more races in the bag tonight. But yeah, don't have a huge amount of B rank to go around, mind you. Find myself back down in the upper echelons of C if I'm not careful. Tires are still a bit filthy. We'll see if they say sorry in the chat. But most importantly, we'll look at the replay. Now, I think that one's fairly shut and dry, but there's been so many times where I thought I've been wrongly done, and then I've looked at the replay and realised something else has happened. So we will take a look at it, but I don't think there was anybody else around them. And I think the only way you could do what he did to me there was by making contact, seeing he made contact, and then powering through on the throttle. But innocent till proven guilty. Yeah, I have to say, really enjoying the racing in Monza. Like when it's clean, it's beautiful. Okay, given the scope of that incident and how late in the race it happened, it could have been way worse, so won't be too upset about that now, but it's a shame because I was competing for a top 5 there. can see our buddy Mike did. So I wonder if it was Sunny Hayes behind him. Didn't get a good look at the name or car. I was facing the opposite direction before I knew what was happening. 50. Yeah. Jackie never let anyone through. No. I do love to play God. Sorry, bud. Here. Alright, he wants to throw some mud. Wasn't it? Alright, let's see this from all Sonny's perspective. And the Ferrari 296. Contact. I'd say it was a 1-2 punch, but no, that was more like a combination of 6 punches. But like at this point, he's made contact. Maybe lift. Nah. Just full throttle. Still full throttle. Still full throttle. Sound, man. Glad you got the result out of it too. Michael22. Hey man, thanks for joining the chat. Oh, you're Mike Air 422 then, are you? Thanks for joining, dude. Yeah, I really enjoyed our race in the last one. It was good fun. Kept it interesting at the back anyway. And yeah, it's a shame I didn't get to race you again there, but unfortunately this dude had other ideas about what should be happening for my race. Yeah, it can be. Admittedly, I've had a lot of lap 1 incidents myself. Caused a couple of incidents going in here, just because I've been bad starting off the line. But no, it's a shame. That was a good start for me on that one. We would have had a nice battle for 5th there, I reckon. But yeah, this was fairly egregious. Oh well. But yeah, really Yeah, it really enjoy racing with you too, man. I'm hoping I catch you in the next lobby as well. But thanks so much for tuning into the stream, man. I'm relatively new to doing this, so every new viewer I get is massively appreciated. And by the way, regular viewers, I know most of you watching are probably already subscribed, but if you're not, please do. And if you haven't thrown a thumbs up on the video yet, I would really appreciate it. It helps boost the video towards newer viewers on YouTube. So as much as I love our tight-knit little family, I want it to grow. Joe, we've had 143 viewers so far tonight, so very busy stream. Thanks so much everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Especially thanks to all of you for commenting in the chat as well. It really makes the stream so much more enjoyable. I think it was either this day or Friday last week, the chat was on the fritz YouTube wide, and basically every English language channel, only like a portion of the messages were getting through. I went about an hour without one. I was, yeah, feeling quite lonely. Expect the expected off everyone. No worries, mate, anytime. Cheers, Luke. Yourself, Wolfie and Hugo, the OGs on this channel. Are you racing tonight, Luke, actually? Like Morpheus said, they are everyone and they are no one. Yeah, Michael. No, I waited for you because like we were only fighting for 13th. There was only a lap to go and the only enjoyable thing about that race was racing you. So I just wanted you to catch up so we could battle it out again. Wish you the best too, man. I'll catch you again. Puka fam, all fair racers. Except Jack, but he wears it with pride, so we love him for it. I'm kidding with you, Jack, by the way. And yeah, you're racing. Good stuff, Luke. I see. Sorry, I didn't check, Michael, if you're in this one. I don't think you are. I'm sure we'll bump into each other again. Oh no, there you are, in 15th. Nice. Best of luck to you, man. I think I started off 4th on the last one as well. 125 worked out. Go the same again. See you that 4. Good man. Oh, 125 was not enough. Okay. Could have gone way, way worse. Conceded a position. At least we didn't ruin anyone's race. Might have slowed down the pack behind us a bit, but happens. Ooh, bump. Way too slow there. These might be seeing us sooner. That's gonna put us past you. Bump again. It's handy enough with the, like this is one reason I wouldn't like the roof view. Having the mirror there allows me to see somebody about to make contact with the back of me and lets me know to not lift off the brake. It allows me to recover in situations like that without too much damage. But as you can see, the rear of the car is damaged, but at least I didn't end up getting punted off the course, as probably would have happened if I was blind to what was happening behind me. He's either trying to break the slip or taking the defensive line. I too like to live dangerously. Yeah, that was an accident, I promise you. Oh, there's Mike. Didn't even take him to lap 4. I'm best off staying behind somebody there and just lifting at the 200, I think. Just don't know how to take that on the inside. Oh, my car is dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Yellow flag. I've been making a lot of mistakes in that corner in particular. I think my initial braking might not be hard enough. Whoa, that was nice. I thought he was about to head into the Shadow Realm attempting that, but wow, we controlled that nicely. It's a Herbie livery, I love it. He's flying, that guy. I didn't get to read all your message there, Luke. I'm not giving you crap because we haven't had a race yet. The jinxing always starts when we have our first race together. That's how you enact your initial hex upon me. The curse of the greasy monkey paw. If I was racing a little better myself, I'd be past him at this point. Just had a sloppy bunch of corners there. Mike. Oh no, Mike! Sorry, bud. Let's damage the old car. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, the car's fixed. You could feel it there. Yeah, that's the most damaged my car has ever been. Did you see that? Couldn't even rev it up to 6th. Oh, that's just unlucky. I had a feeling. You know, I actually didn't think your car could get that damaged in Daily Race B. That's interesting. It's the first time I've seen the engine flashing red. Might have a penalty there too. I see somebody new in the chat there, Shildy. Cheers everyone. Thanks for joining the chat, buddy. Always good to see new names and faces. Penalty. Rat. Penalty, will I? Looks like it. We have a lot of people drop out of that race. See only 12 names on the board. Sheldy, really nice streaming setup there. Cheers. Would you believe I spent close on no money setting this up? It was just stuff I had kicking about. I had a capture card from my days in video production years ago. Not even a good one. It's like a €20 one I got off Amazon. I'm just using lights from around the room. The only thing that I actually ended up buying was the LED light behind me, just to make the room look a little more interesting. But yeah, all the cameras are just web cameras, basic ones that I had lying around the house. Mike is already gone. Mike, if you are watching, buddy, I need to show you what happened there. That was fairly chaotic. And even the heart rate monitor that I was mentioning earlier, just again, already had a watch for running, and there's a free app I can use to broadcast it. But yeah, thanks for the positive comments. Really appreciate it. And really appreciate you joining the chat, man. I'm a relatively new channel, so every new viewer, like, chat, comment, it all helps. Mike, I don't know what that looked like from your perspective, but I'll show you what happened to me here. Oh, there you are. I assume that's you, Mike. Oh no, sorry, that's you, Shildy. Sorry, I just saw the M and assumed Michael, but no, Shildy, that's you. Lads, if you could do me a favor as well, if you could, there's a link to our Discord in the description. If you want to stay in touch, please join that. I've been getting kind of bombarded with PSN ID requests over the last few months, and I want to keep all of yous, but I really want to be able to keep track of who's who in the Discord. We got a good bit of competition going on in there every week about who's setting the fastest kind of times in each race, so it's good fun, it's getting active. If you could join that, that would be the best way to stay in touch. Any lobby tonight, Puka? Yeah, probably do 2-3 more races, and then we'll do a private lobby. So anybody else who's watching here, we always close the stream. If this is your first time, we close the stream by hosting a private lobby race. I will put the room ID in the chat here, and feel free to join in. But Michael, while I have you, let me show you what happened there. The race info. Was it here? Yeah, this is where I had the damage. So, I don't know if the replay captures it, but to me, I thought you were a ghost. And I also thought I was wide of you. I just completely miscalculated, dude. I obviously did not want to do that because it hurt me as much as it hurt you. But again, I'm really sorry, dude. So, Didi, as you can see, is obscuring your view to me. I'm looking up there at the yellow flag thing, not sure what's going on. And then just out of nowhere, oh, there's Mike. So yeah, sorry, dude. Just unfortunate set of circumstances. But look how badly damaged my car was after that. Like, this was me full throttle, as you can see, and I can't even get it out of fourth. That's never happened to me on a daily race. Although I don't think I've ever crashed into somebody at 250 kilometers an hour before. Surprise, no penalty. Yeah, funny enough, I think you only get penalties for contact if you knock the other person off track. If they stay on the track, I don't think you do. But yeah, that's so funny, like. You see, during the race, I was trying to make sense of how did I not see him there, but I just didn't. But it's DD just perfectly obscuring my view of you. And at this point, I'm also looking at the yellow flag thing, being like, oh, who is that? Look out. There he is. Boom. I'm definitely going to make a short out of that. That's good. That's good fun. Sorry about that, dude. I hope it didn't damage your own car too bad. Probably did. We're all getting smoked tonight. Call us a pack of Marlboro. You can. I'd say my SR took a little bit of a hit there, alright. Although not much. It's like 99% B rank. There's still a sliver there. Still got about 10% of B rank left despite those last few races. Because I had some good races yesterday morning. And I had a 5th place finish tonight at least. And 1 7th place. So yeah. And as we can see... Shildy! Jeez, man. Jack, look at this. You've been dethroned. Mass crash in turn 1. I missed that. I didn't actually see that. What rank? Oh, you're an A rank driver, Shelby. No worries. Yeah, I was wondering, what sort of experience are you running? Sorry, I'm not about to miss this race, am I? No. Thanks. You're definitely one of the strongest racers who's added me so far, dude. I think we've only got about 2 or 3 in the chat that are up in A rank. Races 104, is that it? Are you new to the game? Cool. Allow me tonight. Discord can be heavily customized. Enjoy. Okay, where are we facing off? Any names I recognize? I don't think so. Fellow Irish lad, Gavin. So you've only been playing about 2 months. It's not your Smurf account or anything. Okay, nice. There is one young lad. Haven't seen him as much in the last 2 or 3 weeks. He was a bit under the weather for a while. He was similar to yourself. He'd only been playing about 2 months, and I think had only had about 30 races, and he had won 27 of them. So he's already very near A rank, even with very little experience. He had come from the F1 games where he was very experienced. I do. Didn't want to call him out by name, but there you go. But yeah, thanks so much for joining the chat, Shildy. Curious how you found us. Most people joined the chat after I crash into them in a race. It's good to see people are finding us on YouTube still. Oh, I'm sorry. Take it back. I'm waiting for you. He went out on my nudge. Had to wait for him. Sorry, Lokity. As much as I'm enjoying this course, I'm not enjoying the chaos of that chicane on the first lap at all. I think I've only had 2 races tonight where it's gone clean. The majority of the time it's been my fault too, which I don't like. Surprised that worked. Oop, dive bomb. surprised that worked out for him. Just use me as a crash mat. I don't feel sorry about that one. You don't bump across somebody and expect to get out of it alive going through a chicane. I'll take a look at the replay, but I don't feel I was in the wrong there. As you can see, earlier on in the race, when I do feel, I stop and I wait. That one just felt like a bit of a zero-sum move from your man. Oh, where is he going? As for friend, I won't feel too guilty about either using me as a crash mat in the chicane there a lap ago. Jack, I'm sure I'm doing you proud. This race B is tough, difficult to get a clean one. Yeah, I hear you, man. I think I've only had one clean race so far, like where it actually pops up, clean race. Really catching up to the pack ahead here. Wasn't a terrible lap that either. Did not have the grip there I was expecting. Really inconsistent on that one. That and the final one. lag. Oh, no, no, no! I thought I was about to get Michael again there. Oh no, 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 no. Missed my brake marker. Most boring race of the evening, so sorry to everyone watching. Haven't seen a car either side of me in about 4 laps now. Well, about to change. Our old buddy, Johnny Elbows. Need to be a little patient here. I'll get him on the straight. Oh no. Wasn't expecting him to have a terrible. Pushed too hard. Damn. Okay, we still have a lap. I can get him. He's getting panicked. He's making mistakes. Do owe him for dive bombing us earlier in the race. Puka the goat never forgets. I'm making mistakes. That's it done. You'll need to mess up the chicane for me to have any chance here. Not impossible given what he did last time, but if he does that, Christmas comes early. Just done that a lap ago. Unfortunate race, that one. Just in space for all of it. But results definitely could have gone worse given everything that happened. Dodge, welcome back, buddy. Good to see you again. How are you keeping? Are you racing tonight? I'd almost forgot about the mid-race incident on that one. Curious to see what you guys think about this. I'd say it's a 50-50 chance I was in the wrong. It was one of those mid-race. I wasn't waiting for something I wasn't sure of, as I did at the start of the race. This is low. The reason I always swap to my controller, just in case anyone's curious, is my wheel doesn't have R2 or L2 buttons. So look, just for reference, I make an error, I do wait for someone. It's just for reference. Now, it was a bit zero-sum going in there, this early lap, but contact, I push him off, my fault. He has a mare out of it. I wait for him. So I do it. Here, yeah. I don't know. He's ahead of me by a little bit, but he's also giving me no space. He's a bit nudgy with me as well, so I'm wary of him. That's not a bump draft there, that's just contact. So I'm ahead at the braking point. Bit of a dive bomb. I'm just looking for like a little space, you know, like if you're going to cut in like that, you can at least start to kind of turn in a bit. He doesn't. Okay, fair enough. So I'm completely off the throttle here, by the way. Haven't hit anything yet. Contact is made. I'm then on the throttle. I don't know. What do you guys think of that one? Should I have waited for him? Really curious to hear your opinion on that one, because I don't know where I stand on it. I'm less sympathetic when somebody does a bit of a 0% dive bomb on me and doesn't leave room as well. Racing incident, yeah, I'd put it down to that too, Dark Fury. Dodge 64, no, bit of a cold in bed already. Oh, sorry to hear, dude. Yo, everybody I know who got sick with a cold during this winter got really sick with a cold. Like, my wife was out sick from work for almost 3 weeks with a bad chest infection. And she's one of at least kind of 4 or 5 people in my area that I know that happened to, where they were sick for a full month. You raced them last night, did the same thing on first corner. Leclerc would say it was just an incident. He didn't give room out of the chicane like he kind of did in the beginning. Yeah, that's... If you're going to dive bomb, you should at least try to leave a little space if you're just going to kind of like park it like that. Shouldn't have been there, yeah. That's why you have to defend, because everybody launches up the inside. Not my experience necessarily. And I find defending on some corners, like chicanes, hurts me more than it helps. I'm not sure if you saw it earlier, Jack, but I did try defending the first chicane twice and it went horribly. Yeah, should have left a bit of space. Yeah, it was one of those things in the heat of the race. I couldn't tell, but I think my opinion was just flavoured by the fact that it all kicked off with the dive bomb. Oh, we haven't heard from the barbershop quartet in a while.
Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
I tell you, I know what you're saying, Jack, but again, do you remember we were talking about this the other day? I reckon you get different behavior depending on how close you are to a bottom of a rank, because people get desperate about being demoted. Driver rating matters a lot more when you feel if a last place finish can demote you. So I think you're more likely to get like dirtier driving at the bottom of B, at the bottom of A, and at the bottom of A plus even. Luke says, wait, Jack, that's known as a wolfie. It's true. It's in the way that battling a pole position is known as a puka pole. A zero-sum dive bomb is known as a wolfie around here. If you let him go, you can beat him out of the chicane easy. Yeah, particularly if they're... Was he in the Porsche? I think he was. I can't remember. It all becomes a blur after a while. I'll do one more daily race, and then I think I'll open a lobby for us if anyone's interested. We've Dave again. Dave is somebody who I have seen in lobbies since D rank, I think. It's a name that has popped up consistently on my time kind of streaming on YouTube. Funny, you take a name Dave that's not memorable and say it 3 times and then you never forget it. Clever. I'm currently in a dungeon. What are you talking about? Sticking to your Dracula backstory. Freeze. Guess what number plate I'm running? 27? Dungeon. Fire Mage. Are you playing D&D in the chat right now? What's going on? What's going on here with these lads? Ooh. Okay, saved by the ghost. Merging into one. Warcraft. It's a good exit. Built up a bit of a gap to 4th. Oh, he's gone off. Oh no! Got distracted by the ghost. Oh no! That was nobody, that was just me. Oh, it's so frustrating. Just took my eyes off my line for a split second as I glanced at your man's ghost, wondering if I was going to end up crashing into it. And yet again tonight we have a recovery race on our hands. Hopefully it will lead to an interesting race. Okay, one position back. Spicy. The whole pack hasn't pulled crazy far ahead yet, which is good news. Nice. A few tenths. Okay, I feel like I'm starting to get my mojo back a bit here. Closed half a second on the pack ahead in this lap. Drake Bourne has stuck with us the entire time. Though I have no idea what position he's battling from, because when we first met him he was spun out in the track. Thanks dude, he's working with us, clever racer. He's in this for keeps. It's refreshing to meet somebody with a bit of race IQ like that. Okay, I'll give it to you. Now, stick on his rear if I can. Ooh, 5-second penalty up ahead. sure what happened to Drake there. Probably just trying to avoid the people ahead. Jeez, dropping like flies. Oh no. It's all yours, Drake. I thought he'd get moved on it. Moved aside from and all, and it just ruined my race. Too passive. Oh, that's so stupid of me. I was ahead of him, should have just stuck in the racing line, but instead I took what looked like a defensive line, but I was actually just trying to let him pass me on the outside. Compromised myself, stupidly entirely lost control of it. It's me trying to be clever and letting the faster driver through and end up ruining my entire race because of it. Dodge, am I a regular customer on the F1 store? I do have a lot of F1 merch, as I'm sure you've noticed. But no, not from the store too much, actually. I had a less than ideal delivery experience with them once. And in general, they're more expensive. Fuel for Fans is great. I think it's a German or a Dutch site, and they tend to have really good sales, so I get a lot of stuff from there. And lately Amazon have started shipping F1 merch to Ireland, and some of last season's stuff has been particularly cheap. This is a real sour note to finish on now. But we'll do a lobby race, lads, once this one is done. Fuel for Fans was that? Yeah, Fuel for Fans. If you just Google that, you'll find it quick enough. If you are based in the EU, that is the main one I'd recommend to you. Then I bought 1 or 2 bits from the McLaren store directly a couple times. It was actually decent. Like they had some really good end of season sales last year as well. If you are UK, I would probably just look at the team store directly that you want to buy from and buy from them. Like, one of the reasons I didn't buy from the F1 store too much is because it's based in the UK. It's a little more awkward. But if you're there already, I'd stick with that. Where did our friend Drake born? Congratulations. That was a good race. Alrighty. Oh, I just realized something. You might see it here. It wasn't the one just gone. But I have my 400th race tonight. 139 top 5. That's not a great stat. Used to be one for one with the top 5s. Hey Luke, you're joining for a lobby race now, aren't you? I think I still have a lobby ready. Let's race. Yeah, I'll just get the lobby up here now and then I'll open up the Discord. We can all hop in the chat. Drac Fury, anybody else, Dodge, if you have, or maybe not yourself, Dodge, because you're not feeling well, but anybody who has the game open who'd like to join, please let us know. I'll just throw the room ID in the chat here. That's how we like to close most of these evening streams. This one, private, 6 laps. That was pleasant. Okay, I think all the settings should be right here. Okay. Thanks, Michael, and by all means, join our race now if you like. Good group of people I'm racing with here. Met them in a similar manner to yourself. So that's I0TTYV. But yeah, we'll do 2 races here in this lobby on this stream. Anybody who sees that room ID is more than welcome to join us. Just gonna pin it. There we go. Okay, let's get the Discord open. We have Greasy Monkey, Luke himself. And who's this? Crosswind 21. Don't believe I've had the pleasure. Who are you in the chat, Crosswind? Okay, I'm joining the general voice channel on Puka right now. And let's get this going on Discord. Poker tonight. Hopefully I'll join your lobbies once home. Ah, that's yourself, Michael Dixon. Ah, you're from the US. That's great, man. Don't have too many from your side of the pond. There's a Canadian lad who regularly joins us, but yeah, funnily enough, not sure if I've ever had an American lad tune in with us before. Okay, Discord, where are you? Discord UI, who do we have?
Hello, hello, hello.
That yourself, Luke?
It is.
How you getting on, man?
Bad, you alright?
Doing good. And sorry, just need to change one quick thing on my Discord UI. It's still set to our coaching session.
I went off the general one. It was live coaching and general.
Okay.
Evening, lads.
Hey, who do we have?
How do Freeze? Freeze.
Ah, hey, dude.
Are you not, mate? Nah. He is bugging me. I don't know. I'm a big Freeze. I'm still a I improved a little bit tonight. I went up by 10.
I'm sorry, guys. I just realized we need to hop onto the other chat, the live coaching one. I'll invite you to that one now, Freeze. Go. Sorry to anybody watching who's not joining. I know this is probably not the most compelling viewing. But yeah, great to actually have you in a race, Michael Dixon. The link is in the description, dude. Should be very near the top of the description too. Better pop in this way. Hey, what's going on? You weren't able to join the other one?
No, because my pro channel actually
You didn't get the invite. I went over to the other one and gave you an invite.
without a permission I can't do anything.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
So you need to sign each member to the channel select here. Like PlayStation 4 when you start signing roles. What? Nope. Give it out roles. Permission.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think